The stand mixer is where it's at in the kitchen, right? Hey, cooks. As promised, we are going to do our test and review today of the Zacme 7.4 Quart Stand Mixer. Now, we've been looking at the whole Zacme line. We looked at the 5.5 quart mixer. We looked at the 8.5 quart mixer. Today, we're looking at the middle. We're at 7.5 quart, and this mixer is a beauty. So join me. Welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. So did I say 7.5, 7.4, 8.4? This is the 7.4. We looked at the 5.5 and we looked at the 8.4. Now we got the middle one. And when I say this mixer is a beauty, it's a beauty, right? All metal mixer. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank Zacme for sending these mixers over with the 7.4. I really love looking at these mixers, and we're going to have a lot of fun with this one, right? So we're going to judge this on all the standard Amy Learns to Cook categories. We're going to be looking at the overall look and feel. That's the fit, the finish, how I kind of subjectively feel about the mixer. We're also going to be using the whisk to make some whipped cream. We're going to be using the paddle, and I'll show you the paddles on this, and the dough hook. So let me get this mixer around here so we can start looking at it. Okay, so here's the mixer. So the basic stats on it, like I said, it's 7.4 quart, it's 800 watts. It is a full metal mixer. It is quite the beast of a mixer. If you're looking for something that's big, robust, and could handle some of the heavier tasks that a stand mixer can handle, this could possibly it, right? To lift the tilt head, you just clip this knob here, and there it goes, right? Oh. So we have very big stainless steel attachments here. Here we have the paddle. And a lot of mixers don't come with stainless steel. One such mixer you have to then pay for. Not all their models have it, and you have to pay extra for these. So these have amazing stainless steel attachments. Here's the whisk. Look at the size of that thing. Pretty good. And we have our full stainless steel dough hook, big weighty dough hook. This model actually has an optional, this is an extra purchase, a flex paddle. So here you go, here's the flex paddle. This is pretty awesome. I mean, we are already at the highest grade on the accessories here, right? We do have our stainless steel bowl. The only drawback is it does have these handles and doesn't have the ones on the side. It has these handles, but that's not that big of a deal. This is all metal. So you put your bowl in here and you lock it down. Let's look at the controls. Okay, so this menu, it's really interesting how the menu on here works, because if you are like me, I'm usually not into presets, but sometimes in this situation it might help, because it has modes for dough hook, paddle, and whisk. And sometimes when I'm using my dough hook, I will want to turn it off, and instead I hit it the other way and it ramps up to like 7 or 8 when I'm trying to slow it down. And I don't think that's great for the mixer, because you're not really supposed to use the dough hook over it too. So what this has is it's a 10-speed mixer, but you turn it on and then you pick your mode, dough hook, paddle, or whisk. And each one of these only goes up to a certain speed. So the dough hook, it's really quiet. goes up to speed 6. And then you'll notice that after 6, it doesn't change speed because it only goes up to speed 6 when you're on the dough hook. When you go and you're on the paddle, it'll go up to speed 7. And when you go to the whisk, it'll go all the way up to 10. This mixer is a beast. Like even on 10, it's like it's not even happening, right?
You don't have this high-pitched whiny.
There's no like, it's not shaking. This thing is like not even caring that it's up. Wow. So I kind of like that because sometimes I have revved it up when I wanted to be on a 2, and that prevents me from doing anything crazy like that. Like I said, this mixer is really heavy duty. It does have suction cups to keep it down on your counter, but man, this thing, it's a beast. So if you really want something that's heavy duty and you want to start taking your cooking to another level, right, you have that right here. So I'm going to say the overall look and feel is really good. It seems like a big, substantial mixer that has these great stainless steel attachments. So we're gonna wash all this. We're gonna get the ingredients out. We're gonna do whipped cream first with a whisk. So we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to make some whipped cream. I have the big, huge whisk in here. We chilled all this. Thank you, Bill.
Oh, you're welcome, Bill.
All this is chilled. The bowl, the containers, everything.
Even the Pyrex.
Yeah. So I'm going to put a half a quart.
Got me all confused there.
2 cups of heavy cream in here, whipping cream. And I'm going to set this thing on whisk. Let's go. Wow, it is so quiet. It is so quiet. That's one thing about all of Zacme's mixers. Oh, it has a timer on here too. Their mixers are so quiet compared to they're the quietest mixer I've used. Whoa, okay. Let me put some powdered sugar in here. That was pretty fast. That was like a minute and 3 seconds.
Looks like you got something in there.
I got all kinds of stuff going on in there. That was fast. It was like a minute 3, and that was like 10 seconds.
Yeah. That's one.
Whoa!
Look at that. That's pretty good.
Look at the size of that thing. It's huge. Oh. Wow. Puffy and fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at that. Whoa. Very nice. Very fast, very quiet.
But you also got good
Very good.
air incorporation in there.
Good fluff.
Yeah.
That gets an A+. Okay, time to make some oatmeal cookies. And I chose this because it's a heavier cookie. So we'll see how this does. In here, I have 2 sticks of butter. This recipe is available on my website. I was inspired to do this today by Richard because he made these and said they were amazing. And so...
Hey, Richard!
Hey,
Woohoo! Yay!
So I have some butter in here. Oh, I put the scraper paddle on here. putting some brown sugar and some and the white sugar all at once. Whoa! Look at the scraping. I have one little bit of stuff on the edge here. Look at the clean that bowl is. This thing is on 7 and it's like rock solid on here. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! I think I need to put the eggs and the vanilla in now. Egg, vanilla. Whoa, that's a very, very nice scraper.
Smells like vanilla.
Wow. Do you see that smile? Whoa, look at that. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, I just want to play with it. Look at that.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Holy moly. Macaroni. Okay, so I have some all-purpose flour. I'm going to put some baking soda, baking powder. The recipe for this is on my website. Salt and cinnamon. Cinnamon. I don't have anything to stir with, so I'm stirring with that. Putting on my chute here. Let's rock and roll. Smells like cinnamon. Cinnamon. Whoa! Tell me that I don't see what you see. Time for some, oh. Whoa. You ask why I keep saying whoa. Because there's a lot of mixers that raise a fuss at oatmeal raisin cookies.
The motor hasn't changed.
No.
Its pitch.
Whoa. Whoa. That was nothing short of amazing. Nothing short of amazing. I've used a lot of mixers in my time, and I can tell you this did not even care about that. Oatmeal raisins are one of those kind of cookies that can tax a mixer, not this mixer. Whoa. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to be using the dough hook to make bread. This is actually my bread machine dinner roll recipe. It works in a stand mixer. I've doubled it, so we're making a 6-cup recipe. We're going to be using the big old dough hook. Yay! It's huge. It is huge. Okay, so water's going into the mixer. Yay.
Okay.
We have some sugar.
Yeah.
Some instant yeast, the saf.
Yeah.
Got some olive oil. No yay?
Sure. Yay.
You didn't yay.
Okay. Yay. We got.
Yeah, now I'm talking.
All right.
And I'm going to start putting some flour and salt halfway through. I have it on a 1. This chute is awesome, by the way. I'll put a link down in the description for the mixer and the chute. Works great on this mixer. If you get one of these, order the scraper pad along with it and get a chute. Start there. That's a 2. Yeah, this mixer's not even thinking about this. So I'm going to let this go for a while and we'll be back with some dough. So I've had this thing running literally for over 16 minutes and it is not even caring, right? It is rock solid, it is smooth, it is quiet, it is not jerking around, it is not doing any of that kind of stuff. This is a robust tilt head. I'm just surprised. Every time I use one of their mixers, I get the same result. Fantastic. So this is our dough. And let me get it onto the board. Okay, so let me put a little bit of oil on my board. So, I can tell you that I have a lot of happy things to say about this mixer.
So what's on your mind, boo-boo?
There's a lot of happy things on my mind right now. I had it running for like 16, 17 minutes. I honestly feel like I could run it for an hour and it would just continue to hum along. I have used a lot of, look at that beautiful dough. Look at that beautiful dough. I have used a lot of planetary mixers. I've used a lot of all kinds of mixers. Wow, that is beautiful. I've used almost every brand there is. Well, at least on the market in the US. I can tell you, these mixers for planetary mixer, these currently are up there on the top of my list. It's up there with some of the best planetaries that I've used. Now, I'm not testing longevity, obviously. This is the first time I've ever used this mixer. But the quietness, the smoothness, the way it handled the dough, the stainless steel paddles and dough hook that you get, these mixers are fantastic. These mixers, they're fantastic.
It's sturdy. The tilt head barely moved at all.
The tilt head barely moved. All I can say on my first going around with this mixer, the 8.5, even the 5.5. These are great. They're really, really nice. Of course, time will tell as more people use these and how they're going to sit on the market compared to all the other mixers. Right now, I'm thinking it's up there at the top. It's up there with the big boys. That's what these mixers are, flat out. I know that the stand mixer market is really, really tough. There's a competitor out there that has a big history, and they make great mixers. But there's also room for other people. And I really think that there's room for these. There's some mixers out there, they're budget friendly, they're for the occasional cook, and they're great for that. But I think my thoughts now are when you're lining up the higher end planetary mixer for the home cook, this is on the list. The 8.4 is on the list, and that 5.5 is on the list. So those are my thoughts on this mixer. I have a lot of great things to say about it. I loved it. It worked really, really well. I would package this with the scraper battle. They have additional paddles, dough hooks, and whisks, reasonably priced for straight up stainless steel. I think the only drawback is if you're really someone who's like attachment hub kind of cook. I'm not, because I have standalone appliances that tend to work better than those attachment hubs. So they do have like a pasta roller. They have a few other things, and we'll see what they bring out in the future. But I really think that this mixer has an amazing place in the mixer lineups that we have available. And I was so glad to use it. So I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I like it.